Right, as you can see, we've got a classic 370 police headquarters today from 1976. And again, as you can see, it's the original instructions, which are in nice condition. They weren't very consistent with how they made instructions in the 70s, were they? I mean, this is like an ordnance survey map here. But anyway, I'll try and put this over here. This is the second attempt at the video I've done as well with this set, because I did one before and we virtually finished it, and then we had bricks left over that were wrong. And I don't know why. So I've done another inventory check before we start this one, and it's absolutely correct. So if there's something going wrong this time, we're just going to press on and persevere and go through it anyway. So that's where we are with that. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe in that you like the video, and subscribe to the channel. In fact, there are lots of other videos to like as well, so you can have a look through those as well. It's quite a lot. And when I just finish separating those, we can start building. So we've got the nice spotty base plate, which has got 2 6s here. It's got 1, 2 by 2 bricks in the middle there. I did start with the vehicles last time, but I'm not doing that this time. Just want to get straight on with building this. So if we do cock it up, we can get straight in and sort it out. What happened was I had an 8 left over, which I shouldn't have had. And I don't know how I had an 8 left over, and the space left I needed was a 6. So I don't know how that happened, but the inventory of the bricks is correct. I've been checked again before this. Myself and Short Brick Woman checked last night. So it shouldn't be going wrong. It must be me reading the instructions incorrectly, but I went through them again and I couldn't work out where we're going wrong. But anyway, right, that base is correct. In fact, they're black bricks, so don't worry about that, because it's the white bricks I've got the problems with. It's a 6 and an 8. Right, lots of these going on here. 3 in fact, I think. So we'll kind of race ahead a little bit in the instructions. And then 1 goes there, and then 2 go there, like that. We also have 1, 2. Well, there's our first 8, which is definitely an 8. Okay, and I'm going to put 2 6s in now. I'm going to just make sure on the instructions they're definitely 6s. Here we go. If you look here, that's definitely an 8. And then we've definitely got 1, 2, 3 6s in fact, right? So that's definitely a 6. This is definitely a 6. And then this is definitely a 6. And we've got some 4s. We've got 1, 2. I mean, it's not the 4s I'm worried about, it's the other bits. Lots of 1s and 2s in this, because they hadn't made 1 by 3s by then, for some reason. Okay, another one there. All happy with that, that's all correct. There we go. That's stage 3. Let's look at stage 4. And stage 4's got another 8. Definitely an 8. Goes there. And then a 2 and a 1 at the end, so that's fine again. Definitely that. Okay, we've got 1, 2. In fact, I'm going to fit these on now, actually. So that means another 8 there. And then a 1 and a 2. So that's definitely correct there. These are all correct here. Put the last of those on. There they go. That's all looking good there. And next, get these doors. They're very small and have their own frame. We've got lots of windows now, so we've got 5 windows to put in. We've got 1, 2, and then a 4. Yes, 1, 2, yeah, space for a 4 goes in there. I'm just counting out loud what the bricks are, because I'm paranoid about getting it wrong, like we did last time. So definitely 4's there. Okay, and then along here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? So it's stage 5. What is it? Let's count it properly together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an 8. Okay, that's another 8. Okay, and a 2 and a 1. It's good. Telephone brick goes there. And behind it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 8. That's good. And then a 2 here, 1 by 2. And then another brick for holding on to the doors. We've got a 2 by 2 plate on there. Okay, and now we need a 1 by 4 on there, a 1 by 4 on there, and a little fence. Yellow fence goes in there. There it is. Right, so stage 6 bricks. We've done that side. Let's do this side. So again, a 1 and a 2. So that's my 1 by 1, and a 1 by 2 somewhere. There it is. Right, now it's definitely a 6 there. Yep. And definitely a 6 here. Where are we looking? There. We've definitely got a 6 going across, like that. Okay, you can see that. 1, 2, 3. And there's another one there, 4. Okay, that's the 6's used correctly there. A 1 by 4. Okay, looking good there. Right, number 7. The thing I think I've got wrong now is with the tower, but we'll see. Right, we've now got an 8 across there. Okay, that's definitely an 8 in the instructions. See it there, across there. And then 2 1 by 4s there, and there it is. Definitely another 8 over here. Put the lights on it now. There. Yeah, it's an 8 and a 2 at each end. So we'll put a 2 at that end, and then a 2 this end. Okay, we've got then 1, a bit better, and 2 1 by 8 plates there. That's so that we can then put this sort of porch in the front there, like that. We've got 4 by 8s to put on here as well, which goes there. And we've got this plate which goes in here, like that. And then this one kind of forms a walkway across the top. No, it's not that one. Where's the shorter one? And it goes like that. And if you look, we've got a little hole under there, like a kind of bridge walkway type thing. Right, let's put this in the right place, which is here. More 1 by 2 bricks going on. And then a 1 by 4 goes here. And then definitely a 6 there. Yep, definitely a 6. Okay. And then we're going to put the doors on, making sure they're the right way up, because if you didn't know, there's actually a difference here. That's slightly higher than that bit. So we need to make sure the lower bit, or the smaller bit, is at the bottom, else it will catch on the studs. quite hard to tell sometimes. It's not that big a difference, but these are nice condition, aren't they? Really clear, not gone terribly yellow or cloudy. Kind of go one of two ways, Transclear bricks. They either go really yellow or there's sort of a white fog to them. Oh, there it is, the other one. I can't find it. Okay, let's put you on there. Correct, right. Stage 9 you want now. So this is where I started getting confused with it all. Let's put the roof on the garages first. It'll be an easy bit, so you can see those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got to do an 8 on here before we do. Definitely an 8. And then because it's got 2 2s either end, so there's 1 and 2 there. Okay. So we now have to go. Yeah, that's correct there. Okay. Another one like that. I think it might have a lip over it, but it hasn't, obviously. So there you go, like that. And there's definitely a lip at the front, which I've just missed. Because it has to have a 2x8 plate in the middle. So obviously we need room for that. There's one. There's another one. Right, so that's all correct so far. Right, this is where we start adding more 6s and 8s. So look, this bit number 9, on top of this we've got to put, right, 1, 2, 3. There's definitely a 6 going this way. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, definitely a 6 going that way. 1, 2, 3, definitely a 6 at the back there. And then a 1 by 1. Another 1 by 1. I hate vintage sets that they've got no hole in the back and you drop stuff through the middle. It's usually the roof that falls through. Anyway. Right, that's definitely correct with 9. Right, this is where I got really stuck before. So we've got 10 here, 11 and 12, and they're very small sort of parts to it. So let's get an easy bit out of the way to start with. Let's get the door in there. So the door goes there. Okay, we're happy with that. Yep. And then the front, we need to put, so we've got 1 brick up. Yeah, 1 row there. That's the row there already. And then we put the windows on that one to start with. Okay. We put some 1 by 2 bricks in there. We put 2 1 by 2 bricks in there, because there can't be anything else. Let's look at the side of this. Right, the side, again, we've got a 1 by 2 and a 1 by 2 on top of each other. Okay, just like that. Yep, and a window. Now this is where it starts to get tricky, look. So if you look at number 10, you can see the top row is definitely a 2, a 6 and a 1. So if I get a 2, a 6 and a 1. There we go, 2, 6, 1. And if you look underneath it, that's the top row, look. 2, 6 and a 1. And underneath, that's that row at the bottom of the window, that's a 1 by 1. Okay, so if I put my 1 by 1 under there, okay, that must mean, okay, we've got that now, look. So the only thing that's going to fit there, a 1, a 1 and a 6 has got to be an 8. So we've got to put an 8 in there. Okay, so that then makes our piece that fits in there. Look, there it is. Okay, it makes sense. And if you want to just check it on here as well. Definitely a 1, a 6 and a 2, so it can only be a 1 and an 8 underneath on the bottom row. Okay, let's move on to number 11 then. That's quite easy at the front. That's clearly a 1 by 8. And obviously a 1 by 1's got to go in there, next to the door. Okay, and again, it falls through. Put them in, come on. There it is. Right, as we can see, definitely a 1 by 4. Yeah, do that. And then across the back, it's just straight across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an 8, another 8. That's fine. Happy with that. Okay. So we get to the next row, which is where it's bar police sign on over there. So we know what it is. This is the first white police station. The last one was blue. Although it's not really strictly police, it's a heliport, but still. Subsequent ones were all white, as far as I'm aware, largely white. Right, that's correct on there, look. Okay. Now, let's look at the back of number 12 there. Let's get it even closer to the camera. So that's clearly, next to the door, there's a 1, we can see. Because there's the line between those two studs. So it's definitely a 1 in that corner. Okay. And if we look here, next to that window, that's definitely a 2, isn't it? So that's got to be a 2 there. It's got to have a 2 here. And then we've got to put a window in, which goes there. Okay. Which means that gap has got to be a 6. So we'll put our 6 in. There it goes. Yep, there's the 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6 stud is behind that window. Right, 12's fine then. Let's go to 13. Okay, again, we've got... I missed a 1 by 2 there, didn't I? Got a 1 by 2 there. Okay. So 13. Another 1 by 2 here. Okay, a 1 by 1 there. We're going across the 4, across to the top of the door now. Just going to flip that round because it's got a mould mark, which I didn't want. Fussy like that. Right, it's part 4 across. Okay, and as we can see there, there's a 1 by 1 brick there. And then an 8 across the back. Oh, for fuck's sake. So flimsy, these old sets, and they all fall inside. You've got to shake it out because there's no open back to them. Right, try again. Put that on there. Right. Okay, right. And then it's just a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 6. Have we got 4 6s left? Yes, we have. Right, we're correct. Right, that's where it went wrong last time. I had 3 6s and 1 8 left over. I don't know how that happened, but success, we've got it this time. Fantastic. Right, that means we can speed up a bit and finish it off properly now. We can flick over to the side, because we're near the end now. Just 2 more bits, 15 and 16. And right, I've got this, which is exciting, look. It's the original sign, which I keep in bubble wrap when it's not in. It's very flimsy, these, and very rare, because they only came in this, I think. Unlike the shell signs that were similar. And they get broken very easily, because they're very flimsy, so that's nice. We've got our no entry sign here, which goes there. Right, let's get a roof on this as well. Which looks like 2 of these. Goes. Looks good. Okay. We've got our milky white antenna, this one. Milky white. Milky white. Which I've just kind of broken there, almost, which I'm not going to touch it anymore. In case I do break it. Get a bit of glue on it otherwise if I do. Yeah, nearly broken it. Not quite. We've got a strange sort of light tower here, which doesn't have trans lights, it's just got red plates. So we'll make that, like that. It's got those on that side, and then on the other side it's got that. And then it sits just kind of here, like that, which is nice. We just have to now make a sort of heliport type thing. I'm going to bring that in a bit closer so we can see what she says. It's an L10, I think it says, isn't it, for some reason. Don't know. So it looks like that. L10. Okay. Push that back there slightly. We've got some people to make. I mean, we haven't got a pilot for the helicopter. It's just a bloke standing up here in a hat. But anyway, we'll put him up there. Looks like he's going to jump off there. Can't be that bad, mate. He goes there. Another one just standing outside doing nothing, so we'll make him as well. These nice white waistband. They're slightly taller than the other Legoland non-moving figures. Oh. He's got a nice belt. So we've now got some motorbikes and things to make, so let's make the vehicles. Should be quite quick. We've got a very odd looking helicopter to make to start with. So let's make that. We've got 2x8 plate in black and a white one. There that is. Should we move in a bit so we can see it better? Flip it over. We get some proper vintage bricks now. Look, they got the round stud in the bottom, not the newer pins. So we'll put one of those in. And that in black, and the white one, and then the white one goes on the end here. And then rather stupidly, we've got one of those police bricks that's only got writing on one side. So we put that on there, and then the stuff on there. The police is only on one side, so that's a strange helicopter really. It's strange looking anyway, but I mean that's all about it as well. Why don't make it wider? And you put one on either side then. Anyway, another 2x2 plate goes there. Several 1x2 black bricks we need. And 1, 2, 3 in fact. So we have one there, and another plate now, don't we? That goes there. With 1x2 brick on there. Lots of slopes now, 3 black ones and a trans clear. I've got those. There we go. There's my trans clear. And 1, 2, 3 black ones. Another 2x2 plate in white. Got a propeller base and propeller blade. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blades. As was customary in old sets, you actually got 4 blades. Did you get 4 now? They're tight. Quite often get 2 or 2 long ones and 2 little stumpy bits there. And then we've got these things for landing on the water, I think. Weirdly. Go on there. And then we now kind of sit it up there, I think. Is that a picture? Yeah, that's where it goes. Okay. Time for a police car. We've built 2 of these already. There's one. Wait, swig of tea. One that comes by itself, one that comes in the heliport, and then one that comes in this. They're all the same. It's a classic style 70s car. And we'll put these nice police bricks in. And we've got a nice shiny grille. Got some smooth tyres on these wheels. And a nice white 2x4 brick. That sits there. Okay, standard window arrangement. Back window, front window, side and side. 4x4 black plate on top, and then, because I still haven't got the trans colours sorted out yet, plain blue plate for that. So where does he live on the picture? And garage on this side. Okay. A bit more sort of play features on this, and opening doors, helicopters that can be taken away, and that sort of thing. And we always break once, all the sort of signs and things, so there must be hundreds of sets that have the sign missing. Right, van time now. This one. And a 2x4 plate in black. 2 1x8 bricks. Oh, I've already got the shutters on these. Can you tell I built it last time? I didn't take them off. As I said, we did build it before, and we got I'd say halfway through, most of the way through. And I built the vehicles first, and I didn't want to do it again this time. I'll do them last. So 1x2, a 1x2 in black. Where's my other one? Right under the camera, that's handy. And with those flat backed windscreens. Another chrome grille. Nice print. Got a roof. There it is. I don't know what those are for. You think it's supposed to be bars or vents, because the prisoners really stink. I don't know. Let's put some wheels on. More of these big chunky police bricks. There they are. And then 2 lots of wheels at the back. Not jewelry ones, just normal. And there's it almost done. Just need another blue light. Like that. And he lives in this garage. So you're not going to put him in there. Okay. And where are the motorbikes? Find them. I mean, the alternative builds of the police station are quite good, but they're all police anyway. There's not much you can do with all that, really, is there? Other than make police stations. But here's the bikes. I don't know what that was. It's not me. Well, let's have a look. There we are. 1, 2 wheels, a 2x4 plate. These are the really old bikes where you have to put their legs underneath it. I think Short Brick Woman might be watching something involving giving birth. Unless somebody is actually giving birth in the house. Who knows? Right, we've got a little step there. I think we just sort of stop it tipping over, which is nice. Let's put that back up that way then. We put his belt on there. We put the rest of his torso here. And then a head, plain head, and a hat. And then we've got a interesting, it probably falls under illegal use of bricks, I don't know, but we've got that 1x1 tile there without a groove that goes on there, and then we flip this up the other way and he gets handlebars out of it, which is quite clever. Not that somebody without any hands needs handlebars, but that's quite good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of these now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. You thought one of those might be blue, mightn't you? Okay. Oh, let's put that over there for now. Another one. Let's try and make it as quick as you can. Let's do it. Do. Put his legs under there. Legs, come on. Okay, black plate. Flip you over. Let's put it down there a minute. Ah, there he is. Always got his belt attached already. Tile on there. Flip our plate over there to make some handlebars. It's got a, whoops, area looks falling off. Just about sticking on there. Head and a hat. And there we are, that's it. It's the classic 370, complete with the original instructions. I'll probably look better fold up now. There we go. Let's have a quick look before we finish. We've got some rather rubbish motorbikes that are quite flimsy. Not great, are they? Haven't got a blue light on them. Police van, it's quite good in there. Police car, it's alright, quite generic. A very weird helicopter. Spin it around at the back, nothing going on there. There's no prison in this one, is there? Or cell. It just looks very officey, doesn't it? Man up there, obviously he comes out of there to get in the helicopter. Nice sign, no entry sign. They did like the no entry signs. The fire stations have got those as well, the only ones. How dare you come anywhere near our property. Well, that's it then, that's police station, so police headquarters from 1976, 370, all done, finally.